Well, that's a little bit more like it. Hey, it is great to relax a little bit tonight. By the way, I am off work tomorrow, and I look forward to making, well, just cleaning up the mess. But it's really been a whirlwind few days, and there is so much left to do, but we are making strides forward every day. I hope you notice down there. See it? Dusted off the old logo, brought it back. Hey, there's so much. There's some things you can't see, and I'll get it to where you can, trust me. But I'm doing a little experiment tonight. I have got this thing loaded down. Normally when I'm streaming, I try to take everything off the streaming computer that I can and offload it, shut it down, move it other places, you name it. But tonight I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to leave some things open and just see if it crashes, okay? I've ordered a bunch of stuff I still haven't put in. Just wanted to share Christmas time with you. Christmas time at the PJNET studio. One of the things, just put it on tonight. We've got a new mic boom. I had the mic sitting on the table. Table. It's really a 1x10. But anyway, but I had the mic sitting on it, and every time I would do something on the keyboard, of course, it would boom, you know, because this is a very good mic. So I got a new mic boom. The old one was really a $10 piece of crap. Okay, but the new one is longer, it's sturdier, it rotates better, and doesn't require an adapter to screw into the bottom of the microphone. So that's probably going to work out better, and it's longer than it needed to be. Okay, so here we have a 50-foot section of HDMI cable. I do have our teleprompter up, not using it at the moment. Most of the time I'm off script, by the way. But I've got to run a 50, right now I've got a shorter one running across the floor, and we're going to trip over it. So, bought a little, there's only one left, a little 3-pack of 6-foot long HDMI cables to hook up the various stuff. This is kind of the Swiss Army knife of connections. Let's see, what is this? This is a, can't quite see, it's got 2 male RCA plugs on one end and a male 3.5mm on the other. And that'll be used to connect the television. The 50-inch television has RCA output, but the video mixer here has a 3.5mm input. So I'll be using that adapter for that purpose. Now, what the heck's this? This is an interesting toy. Just saw it, could not resist. Check it out, okay? What we've got here, you ever wanted to plug more than one set of headphones in? Well, by golly, you can plug in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a hexagonal 3.5mm hub with a male-to-male thing. So you can just, you know, party around the connections. Well, this little gizmo here is an RCA jack, a male plug with a female, you know, it's male to female. And notice that it's at a right angle, okay, because the television right now is very close to the wall. And most of the connectors, of course, plug directly in, so when it's kind of pinched in there, you know, it's not, I'm not comfortable with it. So, got these, they look pretty high quality, huh? Gold. Stuff's really cheap, too. Alright, what we got here? Well, as if a 1 to 6 adapter wasn't enough, there's a 1 to 2. Hey, I'm getting a phone call from a number I can't... Okay, I'll answer that later. You just ignore it. That's what I'm doing. Alright, just 1 to 2. Just a real simple, you know, general purpose adapter. And got another one just like it, just a different brand. You know, male on one end, 2 females on the other. Alright, what else we got here? Let me just get all this stuff in arm's reach while I'm at it. This is just the new stuff that I haven't put in, by the way. This is not stuff I've already got. Now, this little gizmo is kind of interesting. It's a 2-pack. There's 2 of them in there. I know, it just looks like a square to you. Okay, there it is. Well, that's an HDMI coupler. It's female on both ends. So you've got 2 HDMI cables, and either one of them is not long enough. So you can just use this coupler to mate them together and put them into make one longer cable. Might come in handy someday. Same concept here. These are 3.5 millimeter audio couplers. So if you've got your little 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and whatever, you got 2 of those lengths of wire, neither of which are long enough. Okay, you can use this to, in effect, put them together. And of course, this is the corresponding gender that will allow you to mate 2 females together. It's male on both ends. Cute stuff. Oh, and yet another, well, now this is the opposite of what I showed you earlier. This is 2 RCA females into 1 3.5 millimeter male. Well, those people are just going to not relent, are they? I'll call them back. Now, this is the, I believe it's 50 feet of, well, it's actually 35 feet of RCA cable. Oh, that's our friend Chuck Nellis. I'll tell you more about Chuck in a minute. This is kind of a neat thing. What this does is there is a limit to how far you can have an HDMI device out there. It depends on the quality of the cable and the quality of the signal, but either way, you certainly can't go more. 50 feet is probably about as far as you'd want to go. Well, what if one day we're having a projector screen that's 100 feet away or 200 feet away or whatever? Well, this converts HDMI to Ethernet, TCP/IP. So you've got a transmitter and a receiver. So now it can be up to 300 feet away, and it's what they call PoE, power over Ethernet, so it doesn't need any power. Okay, you plug it into a PoE jack or a port switch. This is a brilliant device. A brilliant device. I'm not going to unbox it. This stuff's all taped up. The camera that you're seeing me right now is being fed directly into the computer that is running the streaming software making all of this possible. However, we've also got a video mixer, so what I can do is take the camera and put it into this box, and it can go out to 4 different devices. And it also resolves the if the input is different on the different devices. So it's a really neat thing. Adapter. Okay, it adapts. Here we have just another box of HDMI cable. And this little puppy, this is an 8-port, I believe. Yeah, 8 ports, and it's what they call PoE. It's a network switch. Most of you have one of those on your router at home. It's got 4 ports you can plug stuff into. But those are just standard ports. They do not power any equipment on the other end. Well, a lot of our stuff is powered on the other end. For example, the cameras that surround me that I haven't got online at the moment. And there's just so much more. But this has all been in the works and been cooking for a long time. Now, that phone call that you heard is Chuck Nellis. Now, the reason Chuck is calling is that he and Durst are going to be doing a show on Tuesday nights, and I think they're going to do it at 7:30, something like that. So they want me to produce their show. So that's probably what he's calling about. And let's see, tomorrow night is Friday night, and we'll be hearing from Roger. And things are looking real good. I hope to get some work done with my hands, get some tidy up, get some wires put together, and get this wire off the floor and do some of that. I've also got some work at 10 o'clock in the morning to do for another client that hopefully will take less than 30 minutes. And when I mean less than 30 minutes, I mean 5 or 10. but I have to be prepared to sneeze. I hope I didn't get any of that on you. Okay. So that's in the works. I've also, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I am not a big day person, okay? I'm sort of a curmudgeon, but for reasons other than just crankiness. What I'm going to do tomorrow, I went to Winn-Dixie tonight, the grocery store. And, oh, by the way, before I forget, wireless keyboard, folks. And not only is this a wireless keyboard, it's got a very narrow footprint, okay? And it's got a gel touch, okay? So it doesn't click and make noises. I don't think this is going to work out long term because the F keys along the top, you have to hit the blue button and the F key. So I'm going to be looking for an alternative to this. They're very cheap. I wish I would have been as tough as I was on product selection. You would think those little details would not escape me. It also doesn't have feet that prop it up. You know, they say you're not supposed to do that. You know, it's bad for you. Probably causes cancer. That and peanut butter. If you eat enough of it. This is the wireless mouse. Now this I like. This is a good. I want to keep the good features of this one and just add the features that this one's missing. This mouse doesn't go clip, click, click, snap, snap. It's silent. Okay, so the whole concept here. Oh, Chuck. Oh, tonight's Chuck. Oh gosh, I better call Chuck back. Hey, let's wrap it up, folks. We probably have an emergency. We'll see you tomorrow night, and we'll do more at that time and have fun until then. All right, bye.